Hello, my name's Arshin Gaia, and I have a bit of a thing I want to talk to you about. Put simply, for about 5 different reasons, including YouTube's recent um, policies, I think that's probably the nicest way I could probably put that. Due to YouTube's recent policies, I kind of haven't been as on the ball with videos as I would be normally, and I've also seen a massive reduction in monetization revenue from that. I know, really surprising because it's been happening to everybody. But for those of you who didn't catch my stream where I talked about this, I actually have had rumination videos denied for monetization. In other words, videos like this where I'm just standing here talking. Yes, really. Now, people can argue about rights and whatnot and how I could fight that. I've heard many thoughts, I've heard many things, I've tried many things, I have failed 100%. I have actually had videos be destroyed, deleted, removed because of this new policies thing. And some of my more astute videos, or viewers, excuse me, according to my stream at least, have noticed this. So props to you guys. Let me get to my point, okay? I'm really strongly thinking about kind of changing the way I do these videos and pulling out a bit of YouTube and not only focusing on my stream, but I also kind of want to do this other thing. Now, this has been on my mind for about a month now. This isn't just an out-of-the-blue thing. Several of my viewers have suggested it, a couple of my family members suggested it, and indeed one of my friends very recently, that is to say today, suggested it. And after some considerable thought and pressure, I've decided I'm going to go and give it a shot. For those of you who are already familiar with what I'm talking about, forgive me for rambling a bit, but there's a site called Patreon, or Patreon, or whatever it is you want to call it. I don't actually care that much. It is a site that is kind of in the similar vein of Kickstarter, but not quite. The way it works is people go there to host videos, like me, and you guys can go there and say, hey, I'd like to donate to you in order to keep you doing this. And we, the creators, can go ahead and set goals. You know, if we hit this much money, I'll go ahead and change this or do this. Again, very similar to Kickstarter. And for people who become patrons of the creator, we can have special exclusive rewards for you guys. Now, all of this sounds kind of ideal for my specific situation, admittedly. There's a couple of things. I'm really, this is kind of an experiment. I'm really not sure how this is going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. I'm already actually on Patreon. So you can just find me there. It's really easy. Arshin Gaia, just like it's spelled everywhere else. I'm actually going to put a footnote. I'm going to add it to my regular footnote at the end of my video here too. But on top of that, I have a couple of questions for you guys, because it comes down to this. If I'm going to do exclusives like that, I would very definitely like to pick stuff that you actually want. You know? I mean, I've got a couple ideas, and I do. And I'm not going to tell you those because that would be spoiling. And you know my policy on spoilers. I'm looking at you. Bob! No, but the point being here, if any of you have any suggestions for things I could do for exclusive rewards for patrons for that site, I'm listening. And hopefully I'll get some real responses, but I know my viewer base, I know you guys, I have a great deal of faith and trust in you, so I actually imagine I will get some real responses, so feel free to talk about it. A couple other things I am thinking about right now as far as goals. One of the things I'd like to do is upgrade my equipment a little bit. I actually have a really nice webcam, all things considered. It's the one I'm staring at right now. Hi, webcam, take a bow! And I don't actually want to adjust the picture because it's in a really delicate thing right now, and I might actually make it fall, and I don't want to do that. But anyways, bow, there we go. But the point is, right now, I am basically chained to my computer to record, because I can point my webcam wherever in the room, and I've been trying to just kind of vary it a little bit and try to do these standing things a little more often. But it would be nice to have an actual camera where I could move into another room or use something else or somewhere else as a bit of a different medium. The other thing, which arguably is more important in my opinion and would work well in conjunction with that, is actually getting a professional microphone. Both of these items are in the $200 to $300 range on the cheap end. So you could see why this isn't happening, especially right now when I have a colossal amount of medical bills that I'm still trying to slog through. Now, this is just some thoughts off the top of my head. Well, no it isn't. I've been thinking about this for a month. But you get my point. I've got a few ideas on how to do this. Bottom line is, I already have a donation button. on my Twitch page, and a lot of you have donated to it. I I feel like I want to quantify, to show my work of how grateful I am for the donations you guys have given. So I'm going to give you two specific examples of things that donation money has paid for. One is enabling me to move out here to begin with. Granted, a lot of that expense was helped covered by other things, but the move out here was not cheap. I mean, moving's never cheap. But that donation money helped me to get out here. And number two, when I had a really, really bad kidney stone attack back in October, I believe it was so bad that I had to literally be carried out to the vehicle in order to be driven to the urgent care center. And the money that was available to make this possible was because of donation. And I could talk about real details, but I try not to talk about that. I'm not trying to engender sympathy. Quite the contrary. What I am saying is thank you. Thank you for the fact that I was able to do that because you guys have been donating. And I know that what I am basically asking you to do is to keep doing that, and I apologize for that. If I had the ability to be financially stable without worrying about this and to just do these videos, with wanton abandon and share my thoughts and my joy and my enthusiasm with all of you without having to worry about money, I would do it like that. Except that was a really terrible snap. There we go, like that. Much better snap. But this is the real world. And so that is why I'm giving this an attempt. And hopefully, I will see you on the other side. Fun fact, I actually have some video software that I can edit with right now, but it's really crap and it likes to crash on me, so you're gonna go ahead and see this part of the video. Sorry. Normally I'd cut it off there. It would be another thing to be nice about this. I don't have to go all the way over to my computer just to get this. Anyways,